Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. I got an exciting video for you guys today. I think you guys are going to love it. It's kind of important. It's an important topic because this is something I'm seeing a little more of. And since I only just a little while ago had a phone call talking about $50 and how they're a great opportunity and this and that. We're going to talk a little bit about it. Honestly, it was a total scam, in my opinion. And there's a lot of scams out there, and I think it's important that you guys hear this now before you do some of the tricks that I've done and talked about in the video, and then all of a sudden you get a phone call like this, and maybe you bite into it. Now, I hammered on this guy a little bit. Maybe I was a little bit too harsh on him, and he literally hung up the phone on me. He's like, I'll update our systems. Have a nice day. And hung up. I was like, oh my word. So we're going to talk a little bit about that phone call here in just a minute. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please help me out by hitting that thumbs up button. I really can use all the thumbs up on the video that I can get. If you're not subscribed, if you could help me out by hitting that subscribe button, leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts. Have you ever gotten a phone call like this? It wasn't a total scam, it was a scam by price. And so I think we have to talk about it because I know firsthand that there are people out there that will buy when they hear some of what I'm going to tell you guys. Now, maybe I should have been a silver salesman because I don't know. I mean, to me, the guy kind of had some good points, but he just played it all wrong. And I was kind of insulted the way it came across. I've always wondered if I would enjoy that type of a job. So let's get right in. We'll get talking about it. If you'd like to become a member of the channel, it's only $1.99. You can hit that join button below. If you're interested, your comments go directly to my phone. And on top of that, you get entered into every month we do a special event for members. I have to put that in every video now because we are trying to grow our members. With that being said, let's jump into today's video. So a few minutes ago, I had received a phone call, and it was, you know, in short, how you doing today? You reached out to us about a year ago and asked us some questions about precious metals. So one of the tricks that I've done, and I showed you guys in the past videos, is I contacted a lot of different bullion companies, a lot of different collectible companies after one of my friends had ordered a starter kit back when silver was dirt cheap, and they sent him a free silver coin. And I was like, are you kidding me? He goes, nope. They sent me a free one. He showed me the coin. I was like, wow, he showed me the starter kit that it came with. And we're not talking an expensive coin. We're talking a small $15 to basically get you hooked on silver. So I reached out to probably 20 or 30 different companies ordering their what they call starter kits. So that way I could learn a little bit about silver. It come with a little book. Some of them came with a CD. Some of them came with special deals. One of them actually came with 10 $5 gold eagles, but you had to purchase that. But it was only $1,300 if you wanted all 10, or $130 each for a $5 gold eagle. At the time, that was a steal because gold had recently just jumped from 13 all the way to 14.50. So it was a good opportunity. I said, oh yeah, I'm interested in learning more about silver. Put me down. I'll take all 10 of them. I'm not worried about it. You know, you want to sound good. Some people will say that's a little shady. Some people will say, oh, I've dealt with people like you. You're easy to read. You know what? Maybe you can call it whatever you want. You know what? They're salesmen at the end of the day. And some of them I've became good friends with, and some of them I just think were total pieces of... And the one that I got recently, I was not really impressed with. So what the deal was that he goes, hey, I noticed you reached out to us recently, and I got a special deal for you today. Now, I've got some special Benjamin Franklin $50. These coins been sitting in a roll for literally like 50, 60 years now. Haven't seen the light of day. And we got a special deal. Maybe you've seen these before. Do you have any $50? So, yeah, I think I have one in my desk drawer, just thrown in the bottom of my desk drawer somewhere, getting banged around. And he goes, oh, great. Well, now you have an opportunity to get a few rolls of them. And maybe you've seen them in companies like Littleton. They sell them for $1,000 a roll, $900 a roll. And literally, yes, for those of you that don't know, $49 for a Benjamin Franklin $half. It's crazy that a company would sell that, but obviously there are people that buy it. He goes, have you been following silver? I said, I think it's been going up lately. He goes, well, yeah, it's been going up. It's up to $31 right now. And, you know, I had already had the screen. I had it in front of me. I always keep the screen pulled up on my phone and on my TV. And so I, you know, glanced and I was like, well, I guess $30.40. I guess we can say 31 maybe, in my mind. I didn't tell him that. At first, I try to be as polite to these guys just to see what's going on. And, you know, he's like, but here's the deal. Because we don't have a lot of them, I can get you 2 rolls at a special price. Today, $750 a roll. That's for 20 nice, beautiful $half made out of 90% silver. They've been sitting in a roll, haven't seen the light of day in like 50, 60 years. These things are an absolute steal. I said, wow. He goes, I don't know. It's not really bullion. I said, what is the bullion price on that? He goes, oh, $31 a piece. And I was like, well, hold on. The bullion price is $31 a piece, or that's how much silver's in there? He goes, oh, the bullion price right now is $31. I said, oh, because here you are asking, you know, $37 roughly. And he didn't outright lie, but I kind of took it like he was trying to play it off like $31 a coin. That's why I say it's important to know, first of all, whenever you're dealing with any kind of U.S. coins, they're 90% silver. They're not 999 silver. It takes $1.40 to equal an ounce of silver. So out of a roll of $10 roll, you're probably talking roughly 7 or 8 ounces of silver. I don't know the exact math off it. Yeah, I'd probably say, actually, darn, it could even be a little less than 7 ounces. Let me look here real quick. Because that would be 7, and then 7 times 40 would be another 280. So yeah, you're going to get about 7 ounces of silver. And, you know, it's kind of insane that there are people out there that will pay $750 for a roll of $half. And when you put that, though, with some important facts, how we are running a deficit for like 2, 3, 4 years running on silver. Silver will be the first element to possibly go extinct. Silver is continuing to go up in value. And you put that with that information and you get some truths and you get some lies, essentially. Because, yeah, it's true on that information, but it's not true that that is worth that. Now, I know some people out there might be coin collectors and they might see the value in it. But there's a lot of innocent people out there. And I'll be honest, my mom was an innocent person when she was with us. And, you know, I talked to her about what I was doing. I talked to her about my YouTube channel. And I explained to her that, you know, silver, it's going to be solid. And I really do this because I want to help as many people as I can. And I believe it's important that people do start stacking some silver. Does it mean bet your life on it? Bet everything you own on it? No. It just means I believe that people, if they're wise, should get a little bit of silver in their possession. And so she took that advice, and somebody called her up with like a 3-ounce bar at $18 an ounce on spot. However, they were asking like $200 and something. I still have the bar somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is. I actually used to keep it on my desk just to kind of show people how, you know, there's a lot of ripoffs out there. And you see a lot more of it when silver starts climbing in price, like it is now. And it's easy because you will start hearing more and more in mainstream media about how gold is at an all-time high. Silver is going to continue to go higher and higher. And once silver breaks the all-time high, which is only really $19 away, and some people, they can't fathom that. I don't know why. They just think that, oh, it hit 50 once and maybe twice, and all of a sudden it's never going to see it again. There's more money created now than ever before. The debt is larger than it's ever been in the history. It's not sustainable. More and more countries are moving away from the dollar. At a certain point in time, people are going to be having too many dollars in their possession, and they're going to look for things to use those dollars on. Now, those dollars might get spent on property, real estate, vehicles, collectibles. You'll start seeing a big run on different collectibles, anything of value. However, we know, because we've been, talking about this for a while, that gold and silver is the ultimate store of wealth. It always has been, and it always will be. But when you put that positive information out there, and then you put some overpriced silver on the table, a lot of times people will make the mistake and they will run for it. I started questioning the guy. I was like, well, I feel funny. You always want to call me when you guys got collectibles. I told you I was interested in bullion, and I never heard from you again. And almost like it was the plague. The truth of the matter is, I'm a firm believer in stacking. It's rare that I really get along well with salesmen. Those of you that have been following the channel for a while, you guys know Chris Brummett. We're not Chris Brummett, I'm sorry. What was his last name? Oh, my word. Chris Tribble. I get my names mixed up. I'm sorry. I got too many friends that are Chris's. Literally, we've got two or three members on the channel that are Chris. A bunch of friends that are Chris. I got a lot of Chris's in my life. But some of y'all remember Chris because he did set up a lot of the people on the channel with a lot of great deals. And, he wasn't ashamed to sell bullion. And it really worked in his advantage because, in some cases, he did it to help. Well, most of the time he did it to help out the channel. But a lot of times, he would get offers that were good offers, kind of like that 1986 Gold Eagle that you've seen before on the channel. I picked those up at literally just a hair over spot price, certified, and a lot of the members of the channel had opportunities to pick those up. Now, looking back at a $2,000 ounce of gold, that's a steal. A lot of us aren't really hardcore collectors, but as a salesman, I think these salesmen that are out there trying to push overpriced coins should consider at least getting people into a little bit of bullion first. And that's always been my stance on this channel too. I mean, it's okay to have collectibles and to like collectible stuff. You guys know I got this right here. This is a 1987 San Francisco Eagle. Actually, this is one of the October. Hopefully, as soon as we hit 150 members on the channel, we're going to be giving this away. So hopefully it's going to happen in October. If it doesn't happen in October, we're still going to have a great giveaway. And but this is a collectible coin. It's a $250 coin. I had someone ask me, well, I seen an 87 Eagle, but it wasn't a San Francisco Eagle. That's why it was cheap. So you will find silver Eagles from 87, but if they're not San Francisco, that's what gives the value. But this is a collectible coin, and it's a highly sought after if you're a collector. Now, I got to say this because collectibles are good in a way, but having a certain amount of bullion in front of you, I think, is really important. And you have to watch out for sharks. There's a lot of sharks out there. Now, not everybody, you guys, like I said, I know a lot of y'all know Chris. Chris was super cool with everybody on here, always giving everybody good deals. I remember when he was giving us Eagles at $1 over spot with a limit. We can only get a couple. But you give him a call and you get those items. Now he's no longer with them, so that's why I don't really have anything under the video anymore on any company, really supporting any company or recommending any company right now. Because I'm a firm believer on you've got to have good prices in order for me to really want to support it. And, I understand collectibles are great sometimes, but get some ounces under your belt. I can't stress that enough. We're literally seeing, in my opinion, probably the greatest wealth transfer in history. What we're going to be seeing in the near future with the dollar is losing value. This is something that so few people have an opportunity. And if you position yourself right, I'll be honest, you yourself may not even totally get to reap all the rewards of it. You'll get some rewards out of it, I believe. But it's mostly going to be your kids. You can build generational wealth right now with gold and silver. Literally. Because you look at someone in Venezuela, where all their money was in Venezuelan Bolivar, and all of a sudden the prices just went up millions and millions of percent profit. That's where we could go. Now, I know some people, I'm not sitting here, I'm not going to tell you high-strung numbers. That's why I tell you guys, would you really be unhappy if your $31 doubled to $60? Would you be disappointed to double your money? I mean, people have gotten greedy in this world now. Everybody wants something now, and everybody wants it quick. The truth of the matter is, when the dollar does eventually lose its status and it starts losing its purchasing power, a lot of people are going to wish that didn't happen. People that are on Social Security, people that are on any kind of state benefits, any kind of military benefits, any kind of military retirement. When the dollar passes away, that's it. There's no going back. The opportunity that you had to stack precious metals will be gone. And I don't tell you this to fearmonger, because I'm not a big fan of fearmongering. I tell you this because, in my opinion, when silver goes from $30 all the way down up to $60, that's a big gain. That's a double your investment. And do I think $60 is the top? No, I don't. I literally think 3-digit numbers. I think we could easily see $100, like easy, within the next couple of years. I know a lot of people aren't going to tell you them numbers, and then there's people out there that are going to tell you silver is going to go to $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. I mean, you know, anything's possible. I had read a comment the other day, and it said that I had heard so-and-so say silver was going to go to $5,000. You know, spewing that kind of stuff, I think, on one hand, it sets up a false sense of confidence because people want it today. But on the flip side, I explained in the comment that it's not impossible. It's not impossible. But when that happens, you can pretty well assume your dollar is worthless. Worthless. You might as well just burn it to keep warm or make some little toy out of it because it's not going to have any value. You know, and anybody that doubts that really only has to look at other countries' money, how they've watered it down over time and multiple. Someone was telling me the other day, even the Mexican peso. I knew the Mexican peso had been watered down, but I didn't know that they've changed the peso 5, 6, 7 times. And I was like, what? I mean, I but I picked up some of the old pesos that are made out of gold. And it's funny when you hold a 50 peso, because most people know right now, 50 peso, what is that, like $3, $4? However, at one time, that was a 50 peso gold coin. And now that coin, you're talking $3,000. And some people might be like, no, an ounce of gold is only 26. But here's the thing, a 50 peso coin is not an ounce of gold. It's actually 1.2 ounces of gold. So it's actually even more. You know, but a lot of people don't know, and I feel bad when I get a phone call like that. Not for me, because I was able to obviously hold my own against this guy. He was kind of upset, you know, the way I questioned him, and then after I was done questioning him, he's thinking, this guy pretends like he don't know nothing. He got one silver $half bouncing around in a draw, and then all of a sudden he just hammers me with statistics. I mean, you know, I had all the numbers beside me. I have my book right beside the table. And when I answered the phone, I instantly opened my book after he started talking and I knew who he was. So I had all the numbers for silver, for bullion, for collectibles, for everything, you know, but a lot of people are not in that position. They're not as strong to take that. So you need to be mindful when these companies, especially if you play the game that I play, where I call every company. I said it in another video the other night or in a comment where if you have time and you have patience and you don't have a lot of money, you're not loaded, I recommend you call all the different companies. Look online, see if they have any spot offers. What was it? I had gotten an offer just the other day for an ounce of gold, a 1 ounce gold bar at spot price. I almost took it, but I don't really like generic bars on gold. I don't like generic gold. I like gold coins. Now, silver bars, I take that because a 10-ounce silver bar at spot price, you're only talking $310, $307, something like that. and then they give you free shipping. Some companies will give you an ounce of gold at spot, and they'll give you a free ounce of silver. That's a steal right there. We did that. I had friends ordering it for me. I had relatives ordering it for me. You know, there's a lot of good opportunities out there. But the downside is when they call you and they try to take advantage of you. So that's why it's important. If you're investing in silver, know what you're buying. Understand it. Understand the melt price on anything. You almost can't go wrong if you buy anything close to melt. That's one of the common things that I talk about. You know, collectibles are good. They have their purpose. I've done very well with some collectible coins, and on the flip side, I've done even better with generic silver. But that could also be because I put a lot more into generic silver, because there's a lot of collectible coins out there that didn't do well. So if someone's going to sit there and try to push all collectible on you, that's not really the right thing to think about. Get some ounces under your belt. Start stacking today if you're not stacking. And today, we're going to have a great day because the Fed meeting comes out, and I can't wait to see what the Fed says. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts. Leave me a comment. Let me know the biggest ripoff you've seen. I love to hear them. And I will see you guys again on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody. It was a little bit of a different video today, but it is important, I think. So thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.